What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be continuing to show how to make the security breach Atrium. This is part 14, and in this one, we're going to be doing all of the details in this particular region, along with getting the trees done on these sides here, and the lighting underneath these sides. Not a ton, but I figured I'd keep this part shorter, mainly because I don't feel like recording a 40-minute part right now. Anyway, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alright, so because I'm a procrastinator and I don't feel like doing it, we're gonna save this, like, middle part of the floor for at least last out of the bottom area. We are gonna start with this front portion, though, by the stage, because I do just want to get everything here finished, because I know if I don't right now, I'm just gonna entirely forget, and I kind of don't want to do that. So we're gonna start with the trees. You want to start by getting out the following. Smooth quartz blocks. Smooth quartz slabs. Probably should have just gotten out the slabs, but too late. Spruce trap doors, mycelium, mud brick walls, waxed weathered cut copper slabs, which we're gonna use for the blocks, because no point in getting out both, decorated pot, glow item frame, and I don't think there's anything else that makes sense, so we'll go with that. These trees aren't quite as logical as the previous set. However, there is still some amount of parity to them. At least the first ones will make. So if you take the checkerboard pattern on the right side of the stage, we'll start with this side. You want to take the... You should have the same, like, squares as I do in the same positions. You want to take the second black one over, which is this one from that stage. You want to take the, we'll say the bottom right-hand corner of that and count forward by 3. And still going forward, place 3 smooth quartz blocks in that position. You extend the front and back ones right by 2 and then connect together from there to give you an O. Placing mycelium in the center and then smooth quartz slabs on each smooth quartz block. Off of the bottom smooth quartz block, or I guess each smooth quartz block in general, the top half of them, you'll place spruce trap doors coming off these sides. You don't want to add any on the corners or anything, you just want to add them like this. Oh my god. Boom. We'll do that on the other side. I don't know if this is symmetrical, so before you just immediately take that... Okay, well this time it's actually the second white square, and it would be the furthest left block. On it, you'll count forward by 3. 3 smooth quartz forward from there. Left by 2 from the front and back ones. Connect together. Mycelium in the center. Smooth quartz slab on each block, and then spruce trapdoors off the outside of the blocks, which should give you this. You'll take the mycelium in the center of each one, and you're doing the same thing on both, which includes the directions. You're going to extend up with 4 mud brick walls. Well, obviously that would be the same. I guess that one was kind of guaranteed. Then you'll go right 1 and up 2. Then you'll go right, up, right. Should give you this. On top of that end one, you will place or that final one, the furthest right, you'll place a wax weathered cut copper block. If you remember the trees we made earlier in the atrium along with the ones in the lobby, it's the same on both. You'll take the block off each side of it and place another block to create a plus. Slab off of that block. Down with an opposite down slab from the slabs. And then from the opposite down slabs, you'll go out with blocks again. In the 4 corners, you'll place a slab between the blocks with an opposite down slab below. And then from the opposite down slab, you'll go diagonally out with a block. Which should give you this. And do that on the other one as well. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. I'm still sick. Haven't recorded a tutorial in a while, so that's been weird. Partially because I have been sick, but I'm like slightly... I'm fine in general. It's just like a little sniffly, I guess. But yeah, it's been like a week. I'm ready for it to no longer be a week, I guess. I don't know. Get me out of this. Anyway, on both the trees, the underside, you want to take the 3 blocks that you can actually place under and place decorated pots, and then if you crouch and place glow item frames from there, it'll do all of that stuff. Why does my PlayStation system software decide now it needs to update? You're not getting your update right now. You're gonna have to wait. From either of those trees, you want to leave, from the smooth court specifically, a 4-block gap, and pretty much copy at least the base for now. So the 3 smooth courts and all this, and then between the trapdoors will be a 2-block gap, but smooth courts will be 4. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, I really like... I don't know, Stefano is annoying enough, but I hate coughing. Coughing is such an inconvenience. You should have this. With this one, they're a little bit different as far as the direction and the size of the trunks. So if you take the right mycelium here, or this furthest right tree, you'll go up with 3 mud brick walls. Forward, up 2, forward. And then on the other side, you're doing the same thing, but instead of going forward when I said forward, you would be going left. So up with 3 walls, left, up 2, left. Wax weathered cut copper block on top of this final mud brick wall you placed, and the top is the same from that point. Extend the block in each direction by 1 to create a plus. Then extend each block from there out with a slab, down with an upside down slab, and then out with a block from there. In the corners here, you'll place a slab, upside down slab below it, and then from the upside down slab, you go out diagonally with a block. Which should give you this. Why am I lagging? What is to lag in the atrium? Or the half-finished atrium, rather. This isn't even the full atrium. And it still is mad. Like, really? They are also... words. On the right side here, these trees will kind of sort of touch. It's not really a huge deal. Sometimes they'll do that in this. And sometimes they'll be a lot worse than that. There's some of the, like, large trees from the... the seating areas towards the front. They connect for sure. Anyway. Don't forget your decorated pots on the underside with the glow item frames on the bottom of them. Nice. You can then clear your inventory and get out the following. Blue terracotta, is it only on the inside? Why? Whatever. Black concrete. Item frame. Light blue concrete. Purple slabs. Light blue terracotta. Oak leaves. And we'll go warp sign. And cherry slab. So starting on the left side, you're going to want to head to the seating area in the corner here. And you want to be on the, or off the smooth courts, I guess. And not the, like, very first one after the red, but this next one. Is this? It's the smooth courts here. From this one, along with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 behind it, you want to place 2 light blue terracotta to the right of each bottom smooth courts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Counting was weird there, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in total. It should look like this. And then just place whatever assortment of oak leaves on top of this you think makes sense. You can go 2 tall, 1 tall, 0 tall. They're all options, but something like that. On the back wall, head to the right side where you have the, cyan terracotta perimeter of the stage with a little whatever this thing is called. You want to take the warp fence gate here at the bottom and extend it left with 6 light blue terracotta. And then extend each of them forward. And then place your funny assortment of oak leaves on top again. Left of that by not 1 but 2 blocks, you'll place a warp sign at eye level on the wall with a cherry slab above it. That is a checkpoint thingy. On the, well, not on the stage, but around the edges of the stage you have this funny fence. You want to take the point where it first starts kind of curving, which is here, and you want to take this particular oak fence and count 4 diagonally left and place a blue terracotta. And then place another one 4 diagonally right with a black concrete on that one. Off of the left, you want to place an item frame with a light blue concrete on top, and then on top of the black concrete, place a purple slab. Extend the purple slab back diagonally left with a purple slab so it's over the original blue terracotta, and then extend that purple slab down with an upside down purple slab so it's even closer. And that's that part. On the other side, there's a bunch more of these potted plants, so let's just mark them all. From the bottom warp fence here on the right side, you'll extend right with 6 light blue terracotta. Gap of 1. 6 more light blue terracotta. And then each of them you'll extend towards you by 1. Before we place the plants, you want to... Oh, God, I need to stop yawning. You want to, like, trace the seating area here, and you want to find this 2 block long row of smooth quartz. Leave a gap of 1 going forward, and then place 6 light blue terracotta in front of that, each extended left by 1. From the front right light blue, you'll count forward by 2 and right by 1, and going forward, place 6 light blue, and then extend right a row. And then again, place whatever assortment of leaves you want on top of this. All of these, I guess. Let's make one of them just really bare for no reason. Maybe it'll be this one. Sure, why not? You can clear your inventory and get out the following. Oh, wait, is there a third one? Did I miss one? I did miss one. From the light blue here first, I'll just grab back out the light blue real quick. You'll take the front right light blue and count forward by 2 and place 6 light blue extending forward with 1 to the right of each again. I'm just hiding for me. Okay. Now, get out gray concrete. Crimson slabs. Cherry slabs again, I guess. Acacia fence gates. Andesite walls. Prismarine walls, and you can just leave the other 3 open, but you might need to grab out cobble deep set or smooth quartz. On the original, I would have just needed cobble deep set if that particularly is important, although I don't think it is. You want to take the back left light blue of this furthest forward potted plant, and you want to count left by 2 and place a gray concrete. Not here. You want to count left a third and then place a gray, and then extend it towards the stage by 1 so back. Place a crimson plank on either. Extend those planks back with a slab along with forward with an acacia fence gate. Place a cherry slab on either side of that fence gate, like so. Head over to the left side of the stage again, and where you have this little checkpoint. You want to be just left of that, the second magenta over on the floor, and you'll break this one along with the one to the left. You'll then break 2 above on either side, fill the bottom with andesite walls, and the top 2 by 2 with prismarine walls. And again, you'll just bring your floor back for whatever the pattern would want. So for me here, I have this row of smooth quartz, which would keep going, so it'll be under this half of the door, and then the other half is cobble deep set. Nice. That's that back area done. Let's do one of the more complicated things. Do I want to do this yet, or do I want to do more trees? Because there are trees on both sides. that might actually make sense to do first. Why are there so many trees in this build? Yeah, let's do the trees. So I got out the same set that we got out for the previous trees, which are the following. Smooth quartz blocks, smooth quartz slabs, spruce trap doors, mycelium, mud brick walls, waxed weathered cut copper slabs, decorated pots, and glow item frames. So these trees seem to be the same on their like respective sides, but when you compare them to across, they're not. So let's start with the right side here. You want to be where the, that is so bright, where the wall kind of curves in, and it's like the underside here, I guess, this door. You want to be just to the left of that intake. This, is it this royal blue that we're going to use? Sure. Yeah. We'll take the frontmost blue, and from it you want to count to the 8th block to the left on the floor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th would be here, where I'll place a smooth quartz block. I'll extend it forward and backward by 1, extend either side left by 2, and then connect together at the left. I'll then yet again leave a gap of 4 and do the same little O. Mycelium in the center of both. We're doing both at the same time now. Smooth quartz slabs on top of each smooth quartz block. Off of the top of these top half of the smooth quartz blocks, you'll place spruce trap doors extending around the outside. Same thing as we've done. Why is this so annoying to place? There we go. And then from this point, you can take the mycelium on both and extend it up with 4 mud brick walls. Extend back by 1, so again towards the stage. Up 2. Back. Up. Back. Up. And then you'll place a waxed weathered cut copper block on top of from there. You should know the drill from this point. Extend that block in each direction by 1 to create a plus. I guess up and down aren't included in that, but you can't go down, and why would you go up? And then you'll place a slab outside from the blocks, down with an opposite down slab, out with a block, and that's the main points. On the, like, inside, they'll connect to each other. Well, not the inside exactly, but they'll connect to each other at a point. You'll find it. And then again on the corners, or in the corners, we'll place a slab between the blocks. Extend down with an opposite down slab, and then from the opposite down slab, you'll go out diagonally with a block. Yeah. That'll give you trees. My favorite. I love trees. Not these, though. Here's one sec. Should look like this from above. And this from the ground. Again, don't forget, on each side of the top mud brick wall, just off these copper blocks, you'll place decorated pots and crouch and place glow item frames below them. If you can't place the glow item frame, don't place a decorated pot or remove it at that point. Which is really just this one. Because, like, you know, that won't place there. Anyway. That's one side of trees. For the other side, they are actually the same, except they face the opposite way. Don't ask me why. I don't know. But that's what they do. So, the spacing is the same and all of that. Although they are positioned differently, actually. If you take the same blue terracotta row we use on the other side here on the left now, you want to count right to the 6th block on the floor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Smooth quartz. Extend towards you by 2. Extend the front and back ones right by 2, and then connect together at the end there. You'll again leave that gap of 4 and build the same thing. Then again on both, you'll place a mycelium in the center. Smooth quartz slab on each block. Spruce trap doors off the top half of each block. And then again, the mycelium you'll extend up with 4 mud brick walls. Then this time you'll go forward, up 2, forward, up, forward, up, and then the top of the tree needs to be made again. The wax weathered cut cover block at the top, extend in each direction by 1, and you should hopefully know the drill from there. You'll trust me when I say you'll have this tree design stuck in your head probably after really just the atrium and the lobby. I don't think they really show up that much more. I mean, I think there's some in Monte Golf, but I haven't made that much of Monte Golf, so I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like I remember seeing some. I think it was like 1 or 2 in the daycare. There's some in Roxy Raceway. On the, like, upper level. Yeah, anyway, you should end up with this. Don't forget the decorated pots. I almost did. Okay. Didn't feel necessary, but there we go. And yeah. Do we want to start the things now? These are, when I say annoying to make, I say annoying. So we're actually going to leave them, though. I think we're going to leave them all for one part, which would be the next part, probably. Assuming I record these back to back. I don't know at this point. You want to start by getting out the following. Red concrete. Blue carpet. Gravel. And I feel like that's everything we need. There's not really a ton going on with these. So on each of the, 6 escalators on this bottom level? Yeah, that looks about right. You want to do the following. If you're looking at the escalator like this, you want to take the right and the left side. And what you're going to do, hold on, I need to get there, is take not the frontmost light gray, but like, I guess out of these 3, you'll take the middle one and extend out with 2 red concrete on both sides. I'll do these 2 at the same time since they're both here. Then extend the end red concrete on both sides back by 8. So I tell you to bring these back by 8. Only the right side you're bringing back by 8. Both the left and the side near the elevators you're actually bringing back by 9 instead of 8. So, yeah, just kind of keep that one in mind. Of course, the one side I checked had to be the one that was different. Just how she goes, I guess. And then connect together from there. You'll get oddly or awfully close to the, like, jut out here. Just ignore it, it's fine. Place blue Place blue carpet on the red concrete. Carpet, yes. It's quite formal. Anyway. And then you'll fill in the center from there with gravel. I'll reiterate that once more. Once I finish. These 2. Why am I feeling that? You can't even see it. Whatever. So there's those. And so again, to reiterate. From the middle light gray, you're extending out with 2 red. Back by 8. And then you're just placing blue carpet on each red concrete. And then gravel to fill in the center. I don't know what these are for. They're kind of like areas where you would have plants, but they don't have plants, so they're just areas. Who knows? Pizzaplex is confusing. I would really love a like particular like sequel to Security Breach or some sort of anything that shows like some of the different versions of the Pizzaplex, like as told in the stories and stuff, because obviously there's more than one. Seems like the Atrium is always the big thing that changes as well, which is interesting. I don't know. But also, I would really, like, I'd be interested to see how Steel Wool would make the Atrium or Security Breach in general if they made it after Sodom and whatever else. Because, I mean, I feel like Other than Help Wanted, I guess Security Breach was the first non-VR game that Steelwool made. And yeah, I think you can definitely tell by looking at it. But on that note, you should end up with this. Alright, so let's do the lighting on the underside here, because that's something that we can do fairly quickly. Get out sea lanterns and stone slabs. And I want to start on the right side, since that one has a little bit more going on, which is the Roxy Raceway Faster Class side. So if you start in line with the back, I guess the back gray concrete line for this particular doorway that is not really usable as a door. You want to count, if you're looking at it, right by 1, and just kind of make sure you trace this all the way out to the final blue terracotta, which is this one. From that one, you're going to count back in by 2, and then break that blue terracotta along with the next one and replace them with sea lanterns. Next blue terracotta, you'll place an upside down stone slab off of, leave a gap of 2, upside down stone slab, and then 2 sea lanterns in the, or replacing the blue terracotta, which will give you this. Remember this light design and that positioning that it is in from the outside, because you got to do a lot of that. So, the next one, if you head to the other side and look at this particular, the Faster Blast doorway, you can take the gray concrete on the right side of it if you're looking at it, and you want to count right by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then from this point, again, if you take the end here, you'll leave 2 blue open. And then place 2 sea lanterns in the blue. Upside down stone slab, gap of 2. Upside down stone slab, 2 sea lanterns in the blue. You'll then have one on the other side of this doorway, which you'll take the, again, the gray and count over by, I want to say 4 this time? Nope, 5 this time. 3, 4, 5. And then again, I'll trace all the way out. Bang, bang, warp, 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 warp. Like so. This time we're going to focus on the mangrove, because I find it easier to count from this point. If you take where the curve, I guess, starts, you'll take the first mangrove on the flat row and count over from it by, yet again, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is towards the left if you're looking at it the way that I am. Wait, I guess towards the stage side. And then again, you'll leave that gap of 2, and you'll do the same thing. From that. Instead of using anything, since this one's like in the middle, we're going to leave a gap from the one we just placed. So it should be a gap of 14 going towards the cells and sides bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15th block, you'll have the lighting. And you can kind of just line it up. Looking over at it like so. Nice. On the opposite side, let's take the door here, the door, I guess, closest to the, again, the H or the stage side. We're going to start from here. Let me go over there on my other account, because it's just opposite corners of the Atrium, you know, it's a far distance. You're going to want to take the Monty door, and if you're looking at it, you'll take the right half of gray, and you'll count over by 1 to the left. So that should be there, and I'm kind of confident in myself to where I know that this should be correct. This one is a bit weird. You're leaving a gap of 1 blue, then placing 3 sea lanterns in the ceiling. Upside down stone slab is the next block. Gap of 3, upside down stone slab, and then 3 sea lanterns in the ceiling. Like so. The next one is between the escalators. You're going to take the mangrove in between them, and if you count left to right, you'll take the 4th one. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Same thing, that gap of 1, 3 sea lanterns, upside down stone slab, gap of 3, upside down stone slab, 3 sea lanterns. And that should give you this. Next up, you'll take the double door for daycare sublobby, even though it's a Monty door. You want to take the furthest left gray, and I'll just trace this one forward immediately, and then you will count left by 2. And same thing with the lights. I don't know why they're different on both sides. I think it was something with the spacing being weird or something. I forget why I did it, but surely I had a reason. Next one's in line with the furthest right of the same Monty doors. You'll count left by 1, and it'll be here. I'm getting pretty good at doing this. I mean, it's just lights, so pretty hard to mess up. If you take this mangrove row again, you'll just keep tracing it right, and you'll end up off of the row eventually, but you want to, from that point, count to the 6th blue. So 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and if you were still in this line, you'll count from this angle to be forward by 2, and you'll place 3 sea lanterns. Stone slab, same pattern. It should just be in line with the previous one, though, just my way of getting you to that point. And, yeah. Anything else that we can do immediately? Because I don't think starting anything big makes sense. What we can do... Well, I don't know if I want to do this. Honestly, seems like a good point to end to me. I know that's kind of a shorter part, but, you know, I still got to get back into doing the part, so it got me a little bit of slack. But next part, we're going to be doing the 4 little icons for the, I guess, locations or the attractions. And then from there, we'll just start doing whatever, because this won't take the whole time. At least that's the plan as of right now, assuming that I actually record it right after this. I don't know if I will or not. That will be what happens, but if it changes, then it's not my fault. Anyway, thing else for once, if you guys did enjoy this, or I guess once you're done, literally done with this part, whatever, if it's the Atrium complete. I don't know what part it is anymore, because I couldn't tell you. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Aw, man, I should have anticipated that. Bye.